welcome to my channel. Currently I'm working on this beautiful shawl, and I decided to show it you guys how to crochet this beautiful shawl. To crochet this shawl you will need yarn, and I'm using bamboo yarn and 2.5mm crochet hook and a pair of scissors. So let's see how to crochet this beautiful shawl. Okay, so to begin, make a magic ring. And chain 3, and now we are going to crochet one puff stitch into the magic ring. So yarn over, insert the hook into the magic ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, insert the hook into the magic ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert the hook into the magic ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert the hook into the magic ring, yarn over, pull through. So I pull through 4 times, and now I'm going to yarn over and pull through all the loops on my hook and chain 1. So this is my first puff stitch, and now chain 2, and I'm going to work one more puff stitch into the magic ring. So yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through 3 times and one more, so 4 times, and yarn over, pull through all the loops. Okay, and chain 2 again, and I'm going to work 2 more puff stitches into the magic ring. Chain 2 and one more last puff stitch into the magic ring. Okay, now you can pull the tail and make it tight. Okay, so now turn the work and insert the hook into the chain 2 space here and make a slip stitch. Then chain 3, and now we are going to work one puff stitch into the chain 2 space here, same as we did before. So yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through 4 times, 3 and 4, then yarn over, pull through all the loops, then chain 1 and chain 2 again, and work one more puff stitch into the same space. Yarn over, go through all the loops. And then now I'm going to chain 2 and work 3 double crochets into the chain 2 space here. 1, 2 and 3. So here at the second chain 2 space I work 3 double crochet, and now chain 2 again and work 1 puff stitch into the next chain 2 space. And chain 2 and 1 more puff stitch into the same space. Okay, now again turn your work. And slip stitch into the chain 2 space. Then chain 2, chain 3 and 1 puff stitch into the same space. Then chain 2 and 1 more puff stitch into the same space. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3 and yarn over and work 3 back post double crochet into the first double crochet stitch. So insert your hook through behind like this and work 3 back post double crochet into the same double crochet stitch. 2 and 3. Then chain 2 and skip the second double crochet stitch and work 3 back post double crochet into the third double crochet stitch. Then chain 3 and work 2 puff stitches into the last chain 2 space here. One puff stitch and chain 2 and 1 more puff. Okay, now turn your work and slip stitch into the chain 2 space and chain 3, 1 puff stitch into the same space, then chain 2 and 1 more puff into the same space. And now chain 3 and yarn over, and now we are going to work 3 front post double crochets into this 3 back post double crochets that we did before. So this time we will work front post double crochet. So 1 front post into the first stitch and 1 front post into the next stitch and 1 front post into the next stitch. Okay, then chain 2 and 1 double crochet into the chain 2 space here at the middle here. Work 1 double crochet, then chain 2 and 3 front post double crochet into the next 3 stitches. 1 into the next, 1 into the next, 1, then chain 3 and 2 puff stitches into the last chain 2 space. Chain 2 and 1 more puff. Again we will do the same thing, turn our work and slip stitch into the first chain 2 and chain 3 and work 2 puff stitches as we did before. So in each row the first 2 puff stitches and the last 2 puff stitches will be seam as always. Then chain 3 and work 3 back post double crochet into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2 and 3. Then chain 2 and 1 double crochet into the chain 2 space here. Then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. Then chain 2 and 3 back post double crochets. chain 3 and work our last 2 puff stitches. Turn your work and work slip stitch and 2 puff stitches into the chain 2 space. Then chain 3 front post double crochet, chain 2 and work 10 double crochets into the chain 5 space here. So skip this chain 2 space and now we are going to work 10 double crochets into the chain 5 space. So here is the 10 double crochets and now chain 2 and 3 front post double crochets. Then chain 3 and work the last 2 puff stitches. Okay, this is how we are working. And now turn again and slip stitch into the first chain 2, then chain 3 and work 2 puff stitches. Then chain 3 and 3 back post double crochets into the 3 stitches. Then chain 2 and now I'm going to crochet 1 puff stitch into the first 2 double crochet stitches together. So yarn over and insert the hook into the first double crochet and yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, insert the hook into the same space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, insert the hook into the same space, yarn over, pull through. So I did pull through 3 times. Now I'm going to yarn over and insert the hook into the next stitch, next double crochet stitch, and I will yarn over and pull through 3 times as well. So 1 time, and this is the second time, and 1 more time. So 3 times, and now yarn over and pull through all the loops. Okay, so I create 1 puff stitch into the 2 double crochet stitches here. Okay, then chain 2 and now we will work 1 more puff stitch into the next 2 double crochet stitches, same as we did here. So yarn over and pull through 3 times into the first double crochet, 2 and 3, and yarn over and pull through 3 times into the next double crochet, 1, 2 and 3. Then yarn over, pull through all the loops. So continue work until you reach to the end of this double crochet. So you will have 5 puff stitches. Okay, so I did 5 puff stitches here, and now chain 2 and 3 back post double crochet into the back post double crochet. Then chain 3 and work the 2 puff stitches. Okay, turn the work. Slip stitch into the first chain 2 space, chain 3 and work 2 puff stitches. Chain 3 and work 3 front post double crochets. Then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and work 3 single crochets into the chain 2 space here. Between the 2 puff we have chain 2 space, so into the first chain 2 space work 3 single crochets. Okay, then into the next chain 2 space also work 3 single crochets, and into the middle puff here, the third puff stitch, I'm going to work 1 single crochet into the top of the puff stitch, then 3 single crochet into the next chain 2 space, and 3 single crochet into the next chain 2 space. So I did 13 single crochets and chain 4 and work 3 front post double crochet. Then chain 3 and work the 2 puff stitches. So turn your work and slip stitch, chain 3 and work the 2 puff stitches. Now chain 3, and from here we are going to begin to create the base for the next row, the 2 fans. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the one we did here, and now we are going to create this base, divide it like this, so we can create this fan on next rows, and in here also we will divide it like this, so we can create the base for the this fan like this. Okay, so now we are at here. So now I'm going to show you how to divide it like this, and we will work on like this. So let's see how to do it. So chain 3 and work 3 back post double crochet into the first back post double crochet stitch. So here we have 3 stitches, and I'm going to work 3 back post double crochets into the first back post double crochet stitch. Work 3 back post into the seam stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then chain 2 and skip the second stitch, the middle one. We will skip it and work 3 back post double crochet into the next stitch. So 3 into the first stitch and 3 into the last stitch. Okay, so here this is how it look like. Then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here I have 13 single crochets, and I'm going to skip the first single crochet and work 1 single crochet into the next single crochet, and continue work 1 single crochet into each single crochet stitch, and when you reach to the end, skip the last single crochet. So we will skip the first and last stitches. So you will have 11 single crochet stitches. Skip the last single crochet stitch. Then chain 4 and work 3 back post double crochet into the first back post double crochet stitch here. One, 2, and 3. Then chain 2 and 3 back post double crochet into the last back post double crochet. So we skip the second stitch and work into the last stitch. Then chain 3 and work the 2 puff stitches. Slip stitch, chain 3 and work the 2 puff stitches. Then chain 3 and work 3 front post double crochet into the these 3 stitches here. So 1 front post into the first stitch and into the next stitch, into the next stitch. Okay, then chain 2 and 1 double crochet into the chain 2 space here. Then chain 2 and 3 front post double crochets into the front post double crochet stitches. Then chain 4, skip the first single crochet and work single crochet into the next stitch and single crochet into the each stitch. When you reach to the end, skip the last single crochet stitch. Chain 4, 3 front post double crochet into the 3 front post double crochet stitches. Chain 2, 1 double crochet into the chain 2 space, chain 2, 3 front post double crochet. Chain 3, then chain 3 and 3 back post double crochets into the 3 back post double crochet stitches. Then chain 2 and 1 double crochet into the first chain 2 space here. Then chain 5 and 1 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. Then chain 2 and 3 back post double crochet. Chain 4, skip the first single crochet stitch and single crochet into the next stitch, single crochet into each stitch, skip the last stitch. Okay, then work on this side and work the 2 puff stitches and turn your work. Work the slip stitch and work the 2 puff stitch to begin Then I will show you next row. So in this side also do the same thing as you did here. So here chain 3 and work 3 front post double crochet, then chain 2 and work 10 double crochets into the chain 5 space. Okay, after 10 double crochet, chain 2 and work 3 front post double crochet. Then chain 4. Skip the first 2 single crochet stitches, 1, 2 and work 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next stitch and 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and skip the last 2 stitches. So I work 3 single crochets. Then chain 4 and 3 front post double crochet, and chain 2, then 10 double crochets and so on as you did on this side. Okay, so here I did the first 2 puff stitches and now chain 3 and 3 back post double crochets, 1, 2, 3, then chain 2 and work the 1 puff stitch into the 2 double crochet stitches as we did on here. Okay, so here I did the 3 back post double crochets. Now chain 4 and work 1 double crochet into the second single crochet. So skip the first single crochet and work 1 double crochet into the second single crochet stitch, then chain 4 and 3 back post double crochet. Then chain 2 and work the 5 puff stitches into the 10 double crochet stitch. Okay, so here I did the first 2 puff stitches and chain 3 and 3 front post double crochets. Okay, so now chain 2 and work 3 single crochets into the chain 2 space here, the between the first 2 puff stitches. So insert the hook and work 3 single crochets, 2, 3, then into the next chain 2 space 3 single crochet. Then into the top of the puff stitch here, the third puff stitch, work 1 single crochet into the top, and into the next chain 2 space 3 single crochet. Into the next chain 2 space 3 single crochet. So I did all 13 single crochet. Then chain 2 and 3 front post double crochet. Then chain 5 and yarn over and work 3 front post double crochet on this side. Then chain 2 and 3 single crochet and follow the same pattern you did here. Okay, so here now we have 2 fans, and in this row we are going to increase it into 3 fans. As you know, when we finish our first row of single crochets, which is 13 single crochet on each top fans, in the next row we will create the base for our another increment for the fans. So in this row we are going to create that base. So our row of the 13 single crochets is finished, and now we are going to begin the next row. And I did my first 2 puff stitches here, and then I work chain 3. So now here I'm going to work the base increment to create the another fan stitch. So for the first back post double crochet, I'm going to work 3 back post double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Then chain 2 and skip the next back post double crochet and work 3 back post double crochet into the last back post double crochet. 2 and 3. Okay, and now chain 4 and skip the first single crochet stitch and work 1 single crochet into the next single crochet and 1 single crochet into each single crochet stitch and leave the last single crochet stitch. So I did 11 single crochets. Then chain 4 and 3 back post double crochets into the 3 back post double crochet stitches. Then here we will work chain 4 and work 3 back post double crochet into the 3 back post double crochet stitches. Then chain 4 and skip the first single crochet and work single crochet into the next single crochet stitch and each single crochet stitch across and leave the last single crochet stitch. After the 11 single crochets, chain 4 and work 3 back post double crochet into the first back post double crochet stitch. One, 2, 3. Chain 2, skip the next stitch and work 3 back post into the last back post double crochet stitch. Then chain 3 and work the puff stitch. So after the 2 puff stitches, chain 3, then 3 front post double crochets into the 3 stitches here. Then chain 2, 1 double crochet into the chain 2 space here. Then chain 2 and 3 front post double crochets. 1, 2 and the third one here. Then chain 4, skip the first single crochet and work into the next single crochet, 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet into each stitch. Skip the last single crochet stitch. Then chain 4 and 3 front post double crochets into the 3 stitches. Then chain 3 and 1 double crochet into the chain 4 space here. Then chain 3 and 3 front post double crochets. Chain 4, skip the first single crochet and work single crochet into each stitch, skip the last and chain 4 and work these front post double crochets and chain 2, 1 double crochet into the chain 2 space here and work the 3 front post and chain 3 and 2 puff stitches similar to this side. So to begin the next row, I did the first 2 puff stitches and now chain 3 and 3 back post double crochets, then chain 2 and 1 double crochet into the first chain 2 space here, then chain 5 and 1 double crochet into the next chain 2 space here, chain 2 and 3 back post double crochets into the next 3 stitches. Chain 4, skip the first stitch and single crochet into the next stitch, and each stitch skip the last stitch. Chain 4, three back post double crochets, chain 2, 1 double crochet into the chain 3 space, the first chain 3 space, chain 5, 1 double crochet into the next chain 3 space, chain 2 and 3 back post double crochets. Then chain 4 and work on the this side as you did on this one here. It's similar. So here begin the next row. I did the puff stitches and now chain 3 and work the 3 front post double crochets. Then chain 2 and work 10 double crochets into the chain 5 space here. After the 10 double crochet, chain 2 and work the 3 front post double crochet. Then chain 4, skip the first 2 single crochets and work 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next stitch and 1 single crochet into the next stitch. So 3 single crochets and skip the last 2 stitches. Chain 4 and work the 3 front post double crochet. Chain 2 and work 10 double crochet into the chain 5 space. After 10 double crochet, chain 2 and work the 3 front post double crochet. Chain 4, skip the first 2 single crochet and work 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next and 1 single crochet into the next. Chain 4, 3 front post double crochet. Chain 2 and 10 double crochets into the chain 5 space. Then chain 2 and 3 front post double crochet. Chain 3 and the 2 puff stitches. So here is the 3 fans, like same like this. So the first here we have 1, then we increase it into 2, and on this row we have increased it into 3. So this is the first one, 2 and 3. Okay, so this is how we are continue increasing the fans and crochet our shawl larger and larger. Okay, so I hope you guys understand from here. So in this next row we will do the same thing as we did on those fans. We will work the 5 puff stitches on top of the 10 double crochets and so on. So that's how it continue work the pattern. So I'm not going to show you anymore because I hope you understand the pattern and you can continue your work by following the instruction on my tutorial. It's all same things that we are going to do, and we will create the next increasement after we create the puff stitches, and we will in the next row we will crochet the 13 single crochet on the top of the puff stitches like this between the puffs, the spaces. So after that, in the next round we will start our next increasement. So when you increase, you will increase it on here and on this side. This both sides always you will create the increasement as we did on here. So you will divide this like this, and so it will create this space to crochet the next fan like this. So that's how you will crochet the increasement. So in the next increasement you will have 4 fans. Here we have 3 and next will be 4. So let me show you. So this is the 3 fans increasement on my this piece, 1, 2 and 3. So in the next 4th increasement I did increase on here as you can see, and then the next increasement will be the top of this fan here, you see, as you can see. Okay, so this is the first, second and the third is the top of this fan. Then the 4th is on the corner here as this one. It's always same. So that's how it goes, our pattern. So I hope you guys understand the pattern and you will continue work and create your shawls as larger as you like. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and if you do, please subscribe to my channel and like my videos and share my videos with your friends, and press the bell icon to receive the notification for my upcoming videos. So thank you for watching me, and I will be back with new tutorial. Till then, stay safe everyone.